I'm thinking there could be a Teen Choice Award in it for you. You have that potential. They'll slime you, the whole deal. Welcome in to the Bro 4 Squad podcast, where we are just a bunch of bros drinking beer and talking movies. This is episode 269, and I'm your host, the mayor, Jeff Hornacek. Before we get into the movie discussion tonight, first off, thank you for checking out our show. Next, let's go around and meet the fellow bros. We start with the mad scientist, Brian Banner. Banner, two-part question for you. Number one, what makes fireworks explode? And why did my neighbors shoot theirs off at 3 a.m. on July 5th this year?
It's kind of a dickhead thing to do.
A super dickhead, yeah.
It's fire go boom.
Hmm.
To answer your first question.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I can't explain. I mean, some people's kids, man. It's the only way to explain it.
It was super dickish because the ones that they shut off, it was literally just like a two like pop pop loud ones. So I'm like, you don't even have cool shit to go off. You're just literally trying to wake people up to be an asshole, not even to like, at least if you're gonna wake me up, let's have a little show here, a little presentation.
Yeah, make it worth the while.
I'm concerned you heard a murder and not fireworks.
Huh.
Because a pop, I don't know, man. You might want to check out.
Wait a
see if
second.
you see your neighbor coming out of the house at any point.
When I think of it, I haven't seen Gus in a while. It's a little concerning. Next up, we go to our legal counsel, Ronnie Cycli. Ronnie, if I buy fireworks and transport them across state lines and I get caught, with my current rap sheet, what kind of time do you think I'd be looking at?
Death penalty, honestly, and no appeal process. It's just really, actually, you wouldn't even get a trial. It'd be pretty bad. So I think it's worth the risk, though.
I think half the people
the
on
cost benefit outweighs the con.
half the people on death row are like, "What are you in for?" It's like fireworks.
Fireworks.
Bro, they went pop, fire go boom.
Fire
Well,
go boom.
It's all coming together. All right, here on the Bro 4 Squad podcast, we start every episode off with the most important thing in any bro's life, and that is chest day. And as you can tell by the title of this episode, this is round two, or I guess the second team competing in our movie tagline World Cup. Episode 268 saw Ronnie Cycli compete in this game, and tonight, Brian Banner, unwittingly, is going to participate and see if he can beat Ronnie Cycli's score from last week. And we have already decided that we're going to have Nate Thurman do this as well. And whichever bro gets the highest score will get to choose our next movie commentary. So high stakes. Cycli, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but you went last week, and before we introduced the game, you got a score of 10 points in the competition, which I think is respectable, but you've been pretty hard on yourself with that performance.
I don't want to give any tips to Banner, but afterwards I'll have some things to say. But I left a lot out on the field, and that's what hurts. Like, you know what? I could live with 10 and being like, oh, you just didn't have it. But to like think back on some of those misses, like it's just I knew I could have been at a 14, you know, and it's just like I haven't slept since then, and it's just been eating at me, and I just really let down a lot of people, you know.
Yeah, I know you haven't slept. You need to figure that out. You look like shit.
It's not going to change at this point.
You're very disheveled and just unkempt, out of sorts. Okay, Brian, here's how this game works. There are two rounds.
I'm excited. I don't even know what the game is.
So there are two rounds, and round one, we are going to give you the tagline one at a time for 5 different sports movies.
Oh.
You get one guess per tagline. If you can guess it without any hints successfully, you will get 2 points. If you do not think you know the movie after we give you the tagline, to decrease your points earned possible by 1 down to 1 point, we will tell you the sport that the movie is about or focuses on.
Okay.
So if you know it, take a guess. You get 2 points, and if you think you need the hint, we'll give it. You can't guess before the hint, though, is the thing.
Okay, I got you.
So you get one
So
guess.
it's either you guess and you don't get a hint, or you get a hint and then guess after the hint.
Yeah, and you get 1 less point. So it's 2 points, 1 point, or 0 if you don't get it right.
Okay.
The first 5 movies are all sports movies.
All
The
right.
second 5 movies, exact same rules, are all Disney animated or Disney Pixar movies.
Oh, that's my wheelhouse.
Yeah, and if you
Yeah.
do not know the movie or need the hint, we will tell you the year that the film came out in.
Okay.
So once again, you only get one guess, but if you think you need the hint, it just decreases your total points by 1.
All right.
Cycly scored 10 points total, which obviously averages out to about a point per question. He did not get them all right, but
Okay.
the average is there. And I'm going to give you, or we are going to give you, the exact same 10 taglines that he received.
Okay.
To make it fair. All right?
All right.
And we're just going to alternate who reads them to you. So, Cycly, I'll let you start it off. We begin with sports movies. Cycly, take it away.
His whole life was 1,000,000 to 1 shot.
What's sport?
His whole
So,
life
so you want to
1,000,000 to 1 shot.
decrease your potential points down to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I give the sport. Correct.
Correct. Yes.
Boxing.
Rocky?
That is correct.
Okay. 1 point.
I like how you played it safe there.
I didn't want to, you just got to see one go through the hoop first.
I made that exact analogy last week. I was like, don't let a scorer get to the free throw line if he's struggling because he sees the ball go in. The second one, I think Cycly and I both agreed last week. This is probably the easiest one in the whole game.
Oh,
Maybe
no
there's. So if you don't get this one, you're in trouble.
You're off the pod.
If you build it, he will come.
Field of
Yeah, he will.
That is correct. Yeah, he will.
Oh, he'll
Yeah,
come.
you will.
All right, on to number 3 under sports.
A comedy with bats and balls.
It probably won't help you much here, but
No. Okay, so the third one is Back to the Minors. Is this the first one or the second one?
that's rhetorical, right? You don't actually think I can.
No, yeah, I'm talking.
Okay.
I'm thinking out loud. Sorry.
Gotcha. Just want to
Yeah.
make sure.
Fuck. I'm gonna go Major League 2.
Wow. We're going to have some controversy here, folks, but that is wrong. It's Major League.
I knew it. I knew it was one of them.
Well, if it helps, I didn't get that one right. I went completely. I think I went dodgeball there.
Yeah, Cycly. If you scroll down on the show notes, Doc, Cycly's points are there from last week. All right, second to last one.
We got this.
The game of their lives. By the way, I love movie taglines, but like, where do we see these now? Like, are they still on movie posters? I feel like they're
I think
not.
sometimes. Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like that. So they're doing better at doing trailers nowadays, where that voice is back. Like they abandoned that for a long time.
Yeah, that guy. I think that
In
guy
a world
died.
where-
Might have been the
no.
impetus for it. Like, only one guy can do it.
Yeah.
He's like James Earl Jones. What's the sport here?
Hockey.
All right, we're taking a hint. Yep.
Hockey. Miracle?
Great guess.
Ding, ding, ding,
Miracle.
ding, ding, ding.
Yes. I was
The only
debating.
like serious hockey movie that I know, because couldn't be the
Right.
Mighty Ducks.
That was the only dude. Like, so I took the hint there, and I was like, well, it's not Mighty Ducks. You and I did the exact same thing.
But that's a good reason to use the hint because you narrow it down to 2 and you already know. Cycly, when I re-listened to your episode just to make sure I had the order of these correct, I was wondering if I should have been specific and said Olympic hockey.
Wow.
Ooh.
No. That would be
But
too much. How many sports are there? Movies about Olympic hockey would there even be?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It would. I mean, unless you count the Junior Goodwill Games.
Well, of course. That's the true Olympics.
It's bigger than that. When I was a kid, I think we talked about this on the D2 commentary. I just assumed they were at the Olympics. I wonder if like the IOC was like, "You are not fucking using."
No. This team would
Make
embarrass us
something
all.
up. We don't give a shit. Just keep us out of it.
The Olympics can't handle the knuckle puck.
No.
Oh my god, it'd be like in semi-pro when they see the alley-oop for the first time. All right, last one here, Banner.
Okay.
Cycly.
All right, you ready? The harder
do it.
the hit, the sweeter the victory.
This is a hard one.
The harder the hit, the
How
sweeter.
many
the
points do
victory.
I have right now?
Right now, you have 4.
Yeah, but
Cycling
you're
missed this
you're not
one
even
as
at
well.
you're not even at your. You came to play Pixar. Like this is just the moose.
Yeah,
Gooch.
that's true. I think anything here is really just gravy.
Go ahead and give me the sport on this one.
football.
Football.
Which, at least for me, that would not help that much.
It didn't
Because I'm
help
like,
me.
I probably
It
know
did
the
not
most
help me.
football movies of anything. But it does narrow it down to a sport, obviously.
It's not Any Given Sunday, is it?
Is that your final guess? Or
Yeah,
no?
that's my guess because I don't know what it is.
That is a good guess.
That's a good guess, but it is Remember the Titans. I got mad at this one, Banner. I literally
Remember
did
the
not
Titans?
get the try.
I've never heard that before in my life.
I think that's
Neither
a
did
bad
I.
tagline, being honest.
I was like, wait, what? I'm pretty sure. What did I end up going with? Did I say like the longest yard?
I think
or
you went the
something?
longest yard, and I was like, I would have guessed that too. Any Given Sunday is a great one too, though.
Because like I felt like that. So maybe this is my fault, Banner. I don't know if you felt the same way. The harder the hit, the sweeter the victory. I don't know if it felt like a little sarcastic, a little bit like I don't know. And so I went with more of a football comedy.
Yeah.
And I was like, remember the Titans.
When we talked about how based on what happens to one of the characters, it actually seems a little inappropriate for that to be.
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, I don't know what the tagline. I don't know what I thought the tagline was, but definitely not that.
All right, Banner, you're in good shape. You have 4 points. You're down 6, but your bread and butter, I think we would all agree, is probably Disney Pixar. Okay.
Okay.
So remember here, if you take the hint, we will, instead of giving you the sport, obviously, because it's not really applicable here, we'll tell you the year that the film came out.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Unless you're talking about Inside Out, because that is a hockey one.
Correct. Good point. All right. The first one, which Cycling missed completely. So the door could be open for you, or you can at least catch up here if you can get this right in the first try. Here's the tagline. The adventure takes off.
Up.
Correct.
Dude, I said up at first one, then I talked myself out of it. I literally go, it's probably up, but then it felt like that doesn't make like when I really thought like it's like that's not how I interpreted the movie. Like I was like, I don't call it like it doesn't take off. It's a house that slowly rises.
Yeah, remember we were like the
balloons.
tagline should have been the adventure gradually rises precipitously on June 5th. Like,
I went with Lightyear because of the takeoff.
Yeah.
I literally said up, and I was just like the taking off threw me. I was so mad.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
You're back in it.
Yep. Now here he comes.
Cycling.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
The ocean is calling.
Moana.
Shocking development there. Yes, correct.
The only thing there would be if you got a little squirrely and went Finding Nemo.
Or like Little Mermaid. She has that phone, doesn't she?
Yeah, I think she does. Yeah.
Yeah, but I did get that one at least.
Mm-hmm.
But here we are. He's 2 points back now.
All right. Banner. Number 3 on Disney Pixar. Meet the little voices inside your head.
Inside Out.
Correct.
Told you I was screwed. I think he's gonna sweep this personally.
No, this next one has a couple that I think it could be.
All right, ready, Banner?
Yep, let's do it.
Only the act of true love will thaw a frigid heart.
Oh man, so it's a princess movie. To thaw a frigid heart. Thaw a frozen heart.
Now, real quick, do you want me to give you the point scenario just so you know the situation?
Yeah. What's the situation?
All right, you have 3, 4, 6. Wait, 2, 3, 4.
Are we tied?
Yeah, you're tied. So basically, you just need to get 1 point in the last 2 questions, which Cycly got a point on number 9 and did not get number 10. So they're not gimmies here. So if you need to take a hint,
well, as long as you're not an idiot like me.
What? Okay, what was this tagline? One more time.
Only the act of true love will thaw a frigid heart.
An act of true love. Frozen.
Yep. Game.
Correct.
Buckets.
I was thinking I would have guessed Beauty and the Beast.
I
Yeah,
thought that at first, and then the fridge had got me, and I was like, I was so mad I took the hint.
I
I
was
didn't
thinking,
need the hint.
I was
They-
thinking Snow White for some reason, but
I was too.
it didn't feel right.
What do they say breaks the curse in Beauty and the Beast? Is it an act of true love, or is it something else?
Someone has to fall in love with him.
Yeah,
right?
I think they have to fall in love.
Which would be an act of true love, I would say.
Yeah,
Many people would say.
All right, Brian. Now
goal
You
differential
defeated-
matters.
you defeated Cycling. Well, you're still going against Nate Thurman. Don't
Yeah.
forget. So this last one, and Cycling missed this one. This is, I think, not an easy one. The tagline is a comedy beyond words.
Comedy beyond words. Disney Pixar. Comedy beyond words.
Could be like old school animated or 3D animated.
So now it's not really a comedy though. I'm thinking maybe Little Mermaid because she gets her voice taken away. What year?
So you want the hint?
I'll take the hint. I'll
All right,
take the hint.
the year is 2008.
Okay, so it's not Little Mermaid. What came out in 2008? The comedy without words? Comedy without words. It's not. Is it Brave?
That's what I guessed too.
I don't like the tagline, but it is Wally.
Dude,
What?
Banner, I literally said, I go, Wally. No, that can't be it. That doesn't make sense.
It
with
doesn't
that
make
movie.
sense.
That
This is not a
movie is
comedy.
not like, it made me so mad. I was like, yes, Wally's funny, but I'm like, I don't think that's like,
Wally is cute. I wouldn't say it's
Yeah.
a comedy.
I think it's kind of depressing, to be honest.
yeah. I
It's
literally
very
said the same
depressing.
thing.
Think
I
about
think my brain went to 2008.
Yeah, I mean, think about the premise of Wally. It's basically like the human race is gone, or pretty much on the brink of elimination because we're fat.
Banner, you did it, man. I told you. I overthought. I knew you were too smart to do that. Like, you just
Man.
went with your instinct, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Lost to a better person.
Well, you ended up with 12 points, so you edged out Cycly, and it's going to be interesting with Nate Thurman. How do you feel about your score, Brian?
I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I really wish I would have swept the Disney Pigstar. I'm not gonna say that last one, man. That's a hard one.
It is tough, yeah. The year
But-
helped a little bit, but
It does, but I'm worried. I'm worried if Thurman gets the other four because I think Thurman could maybe sweep this Disney Pixar also, but he would probably get Wally, right?
I don't know. It threw
I don't
both of
know.
us off.
Yeah.
I literally said Wally, and I went
I-
away from it going,
I know. I think everyone
Wally holds a very special place in his heart.
everyone except Remember the Titans, I think whether Cycly got it right or wrong, he verbally said the name of the movie.
that's what I'm saying, man. I overthought everything. I made it way more complex. I was so
Yeah,
dumb.
that would be frustrating.
He was battling himself.
Yeah, I mean that's
And when you're playing opponents like Thurman and Banner, it's like, you can't do that. If I was
Yeah.
playing horns, it'd be like, oh, who cares? That's like
Right.
easy.
Yeah.
But
Well, except I made the questions and I would still let myself play and probably do okay.
that was
All
fun. We need to do more stuff like that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do for sure. So we'll have Nate Thurman play next time he's on, and Brian, if you're on as well, we can have you co-host. It's
Yeah.
I think fun to host when you know the answers and are kind of like watching them squirm after you've played. So
Oh, I bet I could see Cycly was just like trying to. You have a bad poker face, by the way. Like you were trying to hide your emotions.
maybe just for funsies, we could shuffle the order of them next time. Like same
I just,
tagline.
Yeah.
not trying to hide my emotion. It went exactly the way I thought it was going to go. So there was nothing for me to like even try to weasel out of. It was just like, this is going to happen. I knew Pixar was enough. I was like, if he gets 2 or 3 on these sports questions, it's
Sports
Game
ones
over.
were difficult. I had to take some hints over there.
I think
I
you were
wish-
pretty well planned with your hints. Not afraid to use them because you can't take them home with
Can't
you.
take them home with you.
And if you could, they'd have no value. What are you going to do with your hints? You know?
Yeah.
All right, on to the next part of our show, which is our protein shake, where we go around and talk about what is in our cup, also known as what have we watched lately. I have some weird stuff. I am on a weird kick of like, I haven't seen anything new in a while and a lot of really, really random old stuff. So there's probably only 3 that I'm going to briefly talk about, but I don't want to go first. So, Cycly, what, if anything, have you seen since we last spoke, or what is in your cup?
I'm gonna be honest, guys. There's been only one thing I've been watching, and that's the World Cup. So like I have watched again probably every single game. So it has absolutely taken away from my movies, my TV shows. Like I have watched a couple more episodes of the 4 seasons, but I talked about that last week.
Ooh, I love that.
We're over halfway through the 2nd season, and I was telling Jeff last week, Banner, that I'm liking this season so much more than the 1st season. And I didn't mind the 1st season. It just wasn't as like, I don't know if it was a little too over the top or just like maybe I didn't know the characters as well. But
it's crazy for me to hear that because I won't spoil anything, but there is a main character who is not in it.
Yeah, and exactly. And I was like, first of all, when season 1 ended with that ending, I was like, oh, that was it. And then I remember talking to my wife when they said they renewed it. I was like, what are they going to do? But like, I've been pleasantly surprised, and I feel like the cast, especially as they have allowed like their chemistry, to really grow together. Like you finally genuinely understand the characters and like feel more, even though they're still a little bit over the top. Like they feel a little more real and grounded.
I think just like are some of the most relatable characters, at least to like me and probably to you guys too, on like where we are in our lives. Like where they are in their lives is on the horizon, right?
Yeah.
And so it's super relatable.
And I love like their friendships are like so deep. It's like there's no bullshit to it, right? Like we don't need to just humor each other. We can like, they will give each other shit. They will like absolutely call each other out. Like there's just like, they are so embedded together that like it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
And there's a sense of freedom when you have friends like that, where sometimes when you have new friends, and nothing wrong with that, but like you have to be a little more on. You have to be a little more like just like aware. And so I think that's maybe why I'm enjoying the show more, because I feel like I know them more now. And so maybe their like quirks and ridiculousness is like something I can understand more, whereas the 1st season it was like they start immediately, like them, right? So like I know that was the point, but yeah, it's a nice show for me and my wife to watch in between soccer games.
Now I remember season 1, it's like them taking like a vacation together. Is season 2 that same narrative structure, or does it more follow them like okay?
Yeah, it's like I think isn't their friendship policy like basically they get together once, like 4 times a year.
4 times a year, like
for each of the 4 seasons.
Yeah. I don't know if they have ever claimed, like, Banner, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know that they ever specifically state like, oh, we're gonna do something winter, fall, spring, and summer, or is it just that like they are like, we have a standing like every 3 months we just get together.
I think it's more of a we get together 4 times a year, because if I remember, you may not, I don't think this spoils anything, but
that's fine.
They have a Thanksgiving and then a Christmas episode kind of back to back.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's just hey, we want to get together 4 times a year.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. I loved the show. I was very pleasantly surprised, because after the 1st season, I was like, okay, exactly what they're going to do in the 2nd season. And they surprised me. It wasn't exactly what I thought they were going to do, but it was very entertaining. And again, like I said, like every single relationship, every single character was very relatable in their own way.
Did you finish it completely?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think I asked this when Brian talked about it. Are we getting a 3rd season?
I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
I saw Netflix has kind of been criticized for canceling a lot of their more popular shows recently, and I feel like this might have been one of the ones that was referenced, but I might be confusing a few different articles that I read. We'll keep our eyes peeled. I need to watch this. My wife watched season 1 without me, but I feel
it was renewed. Sorry,
it was renewed for season 3.
It was nice.
Yep.
Interesting.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, write it out. Why not? I'm just shocked that cast, I feel like, is getting pretty expensive as you continue to go along. All right, Banner, what do you got?
I, like Cycly, have been locked in to the World Cup. I have watched every single possible game that I can. Been watching the analysis before and after, even. Like, I can't get enough of it.
I love the analysis.
This tournament has been one of the best World Cups as far as how much fun it's been to watch in probably that I ever remember.
The amount of stoppage times goals alone,
Insane.
like the amount of
Insane.
drama in every game.
Yeah, you can almost like start watching at the 79th minute and like you're still gonna get
Like
all
two
the
or
exciting moments.
But actually watching the first 5 minutes too, because there's been a ton of goals at the very beginning of games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
true.
I'm really enjoying how much Alexi Lalas is hated by Zlatan and Thierry Henry. It cracks me up. They absolutely can't stand him.
Even when he's with like the All-American crew as well, because he wants to be like kind of like Lee Corso, where he's like interacting with the fans and everything, and the other guys are like, dude, it just feels a little forced and over the top.
Yeah. Because he's not even revered by the fans. Anyway, Banner,
I was
go
gonna
on.
say people don't even like him. I don't like him. Yeah, I've been locked in. I think this has been a super fun tournament. It was obviously fun because my country, made it as far as they possibly could.
And you, of course, are from Colombia.
Naturally.
Yes. So you're hearing the accent.
Yeah. I roll my R's. So, but yeah, I've been locked into that, watching just about every game that I can.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Obviously, now that the U.S. is out, very disappointing. But I know cyclists, him and Thurman are the huge soccer fans on the pod. But this is like one of those events that's so much bigger than sports that if you don't get into it, I mean, it's just kind of.
There's just nothing like I love the Olympics but it just doesn't compare because what I think is the best thing about the World Cup, obviously the soccer is great, but like the fans, the community, like have you seen like the Scottish fans in Boston? Like go like out drinking that town. Like they sold like more beer in one day than they do from 4 days over St. Patrick's Day. Like shit like that. Like when I went to one of the games when USA played Bosnia and like just hanging out with all the Bosnians and they were buying us drinks and teaching us songs. I'm like, there's just nothing like that. Because like the Olympics is awesome, but it's really just hyper focused for 2 weeks on multiple sports. And it's not like the world congregates, from the fans there. It's like
literally everybody is watching the exact same thing. I'm not watching the diving but I also could be watching the basketball.
Yeah.
Or I could be watching the figure skating and the skiing. It is one single event that everybody around the world comes together to watch, and
it's pretty crazy.
Compete in, and it is so much fun. And then again, just the competition this year has been incredible. For who's going to get the golden boot, I have no idea, but
it's like 4 options.
Yeah, and I could plausibly see every single one of them.
You know what I will say this. I know we're not usually a sports podcast, but just because that's what we have been watching. I was like really nervous. I don't know if you felt the same way, Banner, when they like increased the 48 teams. I was like, there's going to be some bad games. Like there's going to be like, the drop off between 32 and 48 is going to be huge. I was completely wrong. Dude, It was so cool seeing some of these smaller nations.
There wasn't like a 6-0 game or anything.
Like, there was the one Germany, they beat Carousel like 7-1. But I was laughing. I was like, Germany beat Brazil 7-1 once. Like, like weird shit happens. And it was so cool seeing these smaller nations.
Yeah.
Like Cape Verde, dude, 500,000 people in that country. And they took Argentina to the brink. They tied Spain, tied Uruguay. Like they didn't lose a game in 90 minutes. They have a country of 500,000 people.
It's incredible.
How fucking awesome.
Yeah, and was it Spain that they drew, or was it?
Yeah, Spain and Uruguay.
Spain and Uruguay.
Nobody wants a piece of Cape Verde.
That man, Argentina was playing possessed at the end of that game, though.
Between that one and Egypt, man, I don't know how
Argentina scares the shit out of me. Yeah. They like turn into the Hulk randomly and will just score like 3 goals
when they just decide
minutes.
To.
Yeah,
they're really good they're really good at soccer.
They are. That's our hard-hitting analysis. Banner, you got anything else, or do you want me to come back to you?
No, I don't have anything else.
Okay, let me just talk about a few things real quick. Cycly, do you have anything else?
The only other thing that we watched was a documentary show called Worst Ex Ever.
Oh, okay. Is this
Don't know
on
if you.
Netflix?
It's on Netflix, and it's like an 8-part. It's basically every episode tells a different story. It's a true story, trying crime drama. It's not necessarily murder or anything like that. Like, well, one was and second one wasn't. But I don't know why we put this on, but it
It's like
definitely
all
was.
different exes.
Yeah, it's all different people. Like, what they share their stories of like horror, like with someone they dated or married to, or like
Gotta watch
just
this.
yeah, and it's like it's really like I'll say this, like we watched the first episode of season 2 and the second episode of season 2. I'd never seen it before. I just hit play for no reason.
How long are the
Was
episodes?
like 45 minutes, 50,
Well, that's
like
a lot.
it's a documentary. You get it. It's true crime. You get into it really fast. Um, man, the first episode of season 2, man, like not to spoil. I mean, you can find the story online, so I'm not spoiling it. It's like this guy kills 2 people, and the lead up to him killing 2 people was so obvious and traumatic. Like the police and everyone failed the system so bad. Like the police had him in custody because he had beaten his girlfriend, and you watch the interview, and the detective is like, "Oh, dude, I believe you. Women lie."
Oh my
Like literally,
God.
like it's
What?
crazy. He's like, "Oh, she's probably just making things up." He's like, you gotta, I have to do it right. She filed a report. I have to do this, so I'm sorry. But you seem like a cool guy. This guy has like face tattoos and neck tattoos. He's like, you seem like a good guy.
a cool guy.
Literally lets him go, and then like a couple days later, whatever, he kills 2 people, and like he's batshit. I mean, and it just like made me so angry. Like literally, the police.
At that point,
allowed
you
it.
should charge the cop too.
I wish, yeah. Unfortunately, that they'll never allow that. And then the second episode was fine too. It was not as like dramatic, but it was about someone in Tennessee. Funny enough, and yeah, going through like discovering that her husband had been with like 8 other like she found out that he had been married so many times and so many kids and lied about his name and all this kind of stuff, and all this other stuff comes up. So it's like, again, it's definitely like trash TV if you want to like just kill time, but it's enough drama to sustain your attention.
Interesting.
All right. Worst ex. For some reason, I thought it was like a 1-part documentary.
Yeah, I thought it was like all the same story, and it was 8 episodes, and that like really scared me.
Yeah.
Away.
No, it's a 1 part. You can, again, they're not related to each other at all. So if you just put a random one on,
Check that out.
Check that out.
All right. I watched some weird stuff, or just like random ass things here. I watched Die Hard 2.
Nice.
Which I had actually never seen.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I'd seen the first one, of course. We've done a commentary on it, but Die Hard 2, put this on the commentary list. Loved it. So good. The idea of moving him to an airport is really cool, and the idea of like the security at the airport not wanting his help or wanting him involved because he's basically become like a celebrity since Nakatomi Plaza is really cool. And the twist in it, I actually did not see coming. I don't know if you remember what it is.
I don't. It's been so long since I've seen it.
I don't want to say it, but I did not see the twist coming. And it's just like fun action that like went by really fast. And when it was over, I was like, dude, that was just a fucking blast of a movie.
I love when he takes the icicle and stabs the guy with it.
We've always talked about how that's like the perfect murder weapon.
Yeah.
Melts and disappears. The bad guy in this, James Badge Dale, he's the president in Iron Man 3, and just like maybe he like used to be a big deal in like the late 80s, early 90s, but it was cool to see him in something as a younger man. And I want to check out the third one. I don't know if it's the third one or another one, but I think Jeremy Irons is one of the villains coming up.
That's the third one, Die Hard with Vengeance.
Okay.
Samuel L. Jackson is in it as well.
Yeah, that one so that one's definitely got to be on the list now.
Yeah, that's a fun one. They're back in New York, or they're in New York, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you just got to keep moving John McClane around the country. Yeah. Another sequel that I watched for some reason was The Return of Jafar.
Love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, you know what? I haven't seen this in a long time. How is it? It's actually, like, as far as, I think because Banner a few episodes ago, remember we talked about Disney's direct-to-video sequels?
Yep.
I think that's what prompted me to watch this, and it's actually not that bad. Two things that I noticed. Number one, the one fault I will give this, even though Robin Williams doesn't return, Dan Castellaneta, who I know Cycly will stand because he's the voice of Homer Simpson, he's a pretty capable replacement for the genie. Now, no one's going to be Robin Williams, but
No.
if you're talking like, I mean, that's like not a bad person to reach out to and be like, hey, do you want to do the genie? So he did fine. The problem was this still insisted on being a musical, and the songs are really bad. There's like 3 of them, and they all fucking suck. Like, obviously, you're not going to do what they did in the first one with like Prince Ali and then the genie song and everything, but that was a huge issue for me. The other thing, I don't know if you guys remember this because I definitely didn't, but the villain in it who like finds the lamp with Jafar, that guy's voiced by Jason Alexander.
I remember that. Such a fun, like that's hilarious.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Which was kind of funny. So I had like that was like kind of cool. And then I also forgot about the Iago storyline in this.
Yeah.
So he kind of has like a redemption arc, but he pretends that he is redeemed to like get back in the good graces with Jasmine, and especially the Sultan, because obviously in the first one he's like shoving crackers in his face, and they have like a lot of animosity towards each other. But he kind of does actually have like a bit of a character arc in it, because then when Jafar actually does come back for real, he's like, I talked so much shit to him before he went in the lamp, like I'm fucked. So he like actually is like working with the good guys. And I didn't hate this movie, man. I haven't seen many of the direct-to-video sequels, but this has got to be one of the better, if not the best ones. What do you guys remember about Return of Jafar, if anything?
I definitely remember the Iago stuff. Like I love that little turn. But I remember for some reason liking what's the third one? Prince of Thieves.
I like that one a lot.
Prince of Thieves is great.
And Robin Williams comes back for that one.
Yeah, he comes back for that one, and like you get Aladdin's backstory. No, I just remember as a kid, I don't think I probably appreciated like the fact that it not being Robin Williams threw me off. Like I just remember but I was excited to see like the Jafar story. So like I remember liking it. It just wasn't Aladdin. It was like
right,
can't be.
Brian, when was the last time you saw it?
35 years ago. When did it come out? 20 years ago?
Something like
it came out in 1994.
Yeah, so what, 30 years ago? 32 years ago? No, I don't remember. I remember liking it. I remember thinking the music wasn't as good as Aladdin, but like you said, like if you're comparing it to Aladdin, it's never going to be as good, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to live up to that, but yeah, it's solid, especially for a straight-to-video. Okay, one last thing that I watched. TMNT, the animated movie.
Love this.
Brian, you and I have talked about this, right?
Oh, yeah. Love this.
Okay, so what I love about this movie is that it is a sequel to the 3 live-action films, but obviously it's animated. And then the voice cast is actually really good. Patrick Stewart is the villain.
Chris Evans
is Casey Jones, and Sarah Michelle Gellar is April O'Neil. And I can't remember who the turtles are, but they're all like perfectly cast as well. So this one, the whole time I kept watching it, I was like, dude, I'm trying to picture this as live action, and it would be fucking sick. Be really cool. The Night Stalker arc in it is really cool. There's a conversation that Raph and Leo have on a rooftop with each other.
God,
that no lie,
emotional.
Dude, it was like ripping my heart out. Like they finally hash out like why they've been at each other's throats all the time, like their entire lives, and it's really poignant and like well written. I was like, holy fuck, this is like choking me up.
I like that the entire story takes place in the future. Like time has passed. It's not back to back to back, and then we're immediately when they get back from Japan, right?
Right.
There's been, I don't know, 10 years, maybe. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
It feels like at least that. Yeah.
There's been a period of time, and you can tell that like shit is different right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. It meets the turtles at a very like
a little bit more mature,
much more mature. Even Michelangelo too. I mean, like as much as Michelangelo can mature, he's grown a little bit, but definitely like really focuses on like their familial relationship and like them as brothers, probably more so than the second and third one did. The first one focused on that a lot, like especially at the farmhouse.
Yeah.
And we kind of get back to that here, which I thought worked really well. And then I like this animation style. I know some people don't. It kind of looks like Clone Wars.
Yeah.
I don't really have
enjoy it.
I don't know a way to describe it, but like the people, they look cartoonish, like they don't look realistic. But I just think it's kind of cool looking. It's sort of like Pixar animation a little bit in the way that like humans, like they portray like the human like form. Which is, I guess, a little weird because it is supposed to be a sequel to the live action movies, but I like it.
Yeah, it's a little more, I don't know if boxy is the right word, but I enjoy it too. Like it's definitely computer animated, drawn, but it's drawn on the computer, you can tell, but it's realistic enough. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like old school 2D, almost, it's like the difference in coloring with crayons and marker.
Yeah, I can't color with either, so that I'm the resident expert on that. Cycling, have you ever seen this movie?
Yeah, well, yeah, I liked them all. Wasn't there a couple of them, or am I making?
I think there might have been a show that spawned from this.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
there was only the
TMNT
one
said
animated.
So many shows.
well, they've made
Mutant
another one
Mayhem.
since then.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
that's
that's what-
about
okay.
them. That's them like
Yeah,
when they're young.
and then there was the Seth Rogen one, the Mutant Mayhem.
That's right.
Came out
Yeah.
years ago, which I think that also got a little show after it.
yeah, that
I will
was the
say-
show. Yeah, that's what because
Mutant Mayhem's great too.
yes,
Mhm.
Seth Rogen one.
that's right. That show came from the 2007 one. Yep.
Give Paramount credit. They have this IP and they are determined not to leave a penny on the table from it. They were like, make it again, make another show, make another fucking movie, make lunch boxes, which I actually need to go buy a Ninja Turtles lunchbox. Glad
Yeah.
I remember that.
Sign me up.
All right, anyone have anything else they have watched?
No,
All right.
I've watched.
I'll
like
go back to real life in like a week and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah, then you're gonna have a pretty big life event happening soon after that. So
Yeah,
actually,
no, it's not-
that'll
it's
probably
fine.
be a time you watch a lot of movies and TV.
Yeah, I'm like looking forward to that.
Yeah. All right, I feel like there's a bird somewhere in the room.
yeah,
That
bro.
bird noise brings us to the last part of our show, our question and answer segment. Do you even lift, bro?
Bro.
Where today we continue our countdown of the top 100 movies of all time for each of the bros. Brian, in the interest of time, why don't we just have you do one tonight
Okay.
to catch you up with us? Before we jump back into the countdown, Cycly, why don't you tell the people at home, how are these lists put together when we say our top 100 movies? Because as we've been reiterating, as we've been going through this, these lists are not like a film major's top 100 best pieces of cinema. It's a little more unique to our own movie tastes.
Well, how we put it together was like I don't know about you guys, but it took a lot of time and thinking about going back to your past and really labeling what movies you've seen, because it's truly your favorite movies and movies that impacted you, or movies that made you fall in love with movies, maybe movies that made you cry or laugh or whatever. It's inherently yours, and it can be a movie that's won a bunch of Oscars, and it can be a movie that literally won a bunch of Razzies. Doesn't matter. It's what like speaks to you, not necessarily your greatest films of all time, but your favorite films. What movies you like to rewatch? What movies that just like hit you like it doesn't hit anyone else? So they're really fun to do. It's a great activity, and it was really cool to go back down memory lane and think about how every movie, has sat with you. So
I'm glad you
should do
said
it.
that, because I'm sure we do have some Razzies on this list. I probably have some on mine. I would have to go check.
I mean,
them.
we know Banner has like exclusively just Razzies.
Yeah, I thought it was weird when he said he was doing that. Only Razzie knobs.
I mean, those are the best movies, right?
It's true.
I mean, yeah, that's what that word is.
All right, on our list, we're into some serious shit here. We're into not only the top 20, but tonight, Banner, we will have you give us your number 16 movie of all time. Last we spoke to you, your number 17 film of all time was Tombstone. Cycly's was Empire Strikes Back, and mine was the 1992 Aladdin. Your number 16 movie of all time We'll be joining the likes of the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 for Cycly.
Oh,
And
nice.
for me, Batman Begins.
Ooh,
So Banner, tell us where were
Begins
the
to
other
what?
drugs going? AKA, what is your number 16 movie of all time?
Star Wars: A New Hope.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, pretty sure this was on both of your guys' lists, but again, I think Star Wars is my favorite franchise, my favorite expanded universe. I love all the animated stuff. I love the Lego stuff, and if it wasn't for this, we wouldn't have any of that. This movie, I mean, it's relatively self-contained, right? You don't need all the backstory from the prequels. It's just a kid joining a rebellion. Pretty simple story. And it's just it is cinema history.
I remember, first off, I don't want to raise any alarm bells, but this is on Cycling Mind's list so far. It is not on Nate Thurman's. So it could be in his top 25, but if it's not, and it's not on his list, we might have to have a little sit down.
Yeah.
We're gonna just force them to put it on there. Banner, I love that you said that. Like for me, this was when it was on my list. I was like, it's one of those movies that like I don't really care when I experienced the movie. Like it didn't matter like how I felt, but like I would probably give anything to have gotten to see this in theater for the first time. Like those people had no idea what they were expecting. Like what a moment! Like we lived in a
sci-fi
world
kinda
where
like
it wasn't new.
Sci-fi was like for nerds at that time, right? I mean,
Yeah,
still
it was not
kind
going
of
to be a
is,
big.
right? But it was like inside baseball. Like if you went to a film like that, they were like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" And Star Wars changed that.
It
forever.
made sci-fi mainstream.
Yep.
And it's crazy too because what the fuck's the dude who Alec Guinness? Alec Guinness has even said in interviews, he's like, as we were shooting, I had no idea what this was. I can imagine being on set and seeing, especially like the Jawas, and you're Alec Guinness, and you're like, what the fuck am I doing?
What did I sign up for?
Yeah, like I played King Lear. I made that up, but it'd be like, what the fuck is going on? I remember this is one of those movies too for me. It was on, where's it at my list? It's at 33, and I vividly remember seeing this at my cousin's house. My uncle popped it in, and I'd like heard of Star Wars, and it really like all the like cliches and stories you hear are true. Like I was like physically glued to the television and just
It's enamoring.
Yeah, just in like utter shock that like this thing existed. It blew my mind. I thought lightsabers were the coolest fucking thing. I still do. The coolest thing I'd ever seen in a movie.
They've only gotten cooler. Like
that's the thing. That's the worst lightsaber movie of all of them.
But it was so fucking cool.
No, exactly.
Yeah, it's two geriatric guys lightsaber fighting. It's like Vader's so far beyond his prime, and Obi-Wan, it would be like fucking, I'm trying to think of it'd be like Bill Russell trying to play for the Celtics. Like this guy's gonna fucking die. You can't let him, and he does. Spoiler alert. Sorry, shouldn't have been out there. Banner, I'm trying to think because this is an exercise we've been playing. I'm trying to think if I would have had this higher on your list. I mean, don't get me wrong, 16 is a very, very high spot, and like a lot of kudos to the film. But I might have pegged this for like top 10 for you. But that just makes me more interested on what's up there.
Yeah, this is like I'm just going back and looking at my next 15 movies, and there's some that you guys are just gonna like laugh me out of the fucking pod and kick me out of the pod for. There's one specifically I know that you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Honestly, I would be disappointed if you didn't have it, at least a couple.
We've already ripped into you. You know, you're still around. Like,
but like there's I think I've got some surprise ones on here for you guys.
For Cycly, I'm just trying to figure out, is Bikini Hackers 1 or 2 on his list?
Wait, there's a second one. Is there really though?
No. I meant like, is it first or second? Sorry, I worded that poorly.
No, I was laughing.
There's
like,
no way.
What? Like, you just blew my mind. I was like, they made a sequel. How have we not? I would never do that to myself, but how have we not watched it?
I'm looking it up. Okay, it does
'Cause it's
not have a direct sequel.
Damn it. Because I was like, that's auto in the top 10, even if I
Hold
didn't
up.
see it.
Before we let the people go, so this is again according to Google Gemini, which, as we know from some off the pod stuff tonight, is probably full of shit. But here's what it says: Bikini Hackers does not have a direct sequel. However, the director Scott Hillman has made a whole series of similarly themed low-budget camp films that share the same naming style and genre. So there's the Bikini verse, and let me read you a few of the
Oh my
titles we
God.
have.
No.
Okay.
Bikini Nurses, which makes
Yep.
sense.
Yeah.
Bikini Pirates.
Well,
Bikini Shark. Shark. That one we have to watch because we're doing like a whole budget shark movie. Bikini Model Mayhem and Bikini Time Machine. Look, I get that like people need to get paid, but like if you're this guy, like, how do you make these fucking movies? Like, how much of his life is he dedicated to this?
I mean, that's
you know,
Jeff.
can't fault that. Can't criticize passion.
Bikini Shark. We'll have to. How many of those shark movies? Ironically, we haven't done Sharknado.
That is weird. You would really think we would.
What was that one that we did where?
Shark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
good
that
one.
was good.
That was a good one.
That was
That's
Remember,
in his top 15
Didn't
for
I?
sure.
I think I watched that movie 3 times in a day and a half.
Did
Did
you get a call like asking if everything was okay?
Tubi had a representative reach out to me and they said, "How are things at home?" Because our system flagged you. There's a disclaimer that pops up when you click it to watch it a second time, and it says, "Just so you know, like we're keeping an eye on you, and you matter." I'm like, "What?" It's an odd thing to say to me. All right, before we let the people go for episode 269, Banner, we'll go to you first. Any closing thoughts, words of wisdom?
Pull over for emergency vehicles, guys. Again, I've been very happy with what I've seen. Don't be afraid. If you have to be a little aggressive, get through an intersection. Don't block the intersection. Don't block openings. That's a big thing. But if you've got to be a little aggressive and get through into like the middle of an intersection so that you're clearing the way, don't be afraid to do that.
That's good advice. Yeah, sometimes people think they can make the light, and it's like, dude, just read the room. Cycly, how about you?
The opposite of what Banner says, as always. No, I'm just kidding. Get out of the way, and if you're in the left lane, again, I've said this before. I say it again. Every time I get in the highway, I get so irate. I just don't understand. Did a 2.5 hour drive a couple weeks ago. I-40. Nope. No one understands the
Dude,
rules of
I-40 is
traffic.
the worst.
It is the worst. It is literally the worst. It's just the amount of semis who are just okay. On part of I-40 going through the hills, they have 3 lanes, and it says no, or left lane says no trucks in this lane because you're going up and windy. The amount of trucks in that left lane.
I know.
Oh my God! I kept going
It's
to my
like
wife.
they read
"Hey,
the
Rob,
sign.
what does that sign say? That's weird." Because there's trucks
It's
in
like-
this lane.
It's like they read the sign and then they get over to the left, and you're like, "Well, that's just unnecessary."
And they said, "Well, this doesn't apply to me."
I'm not a truck. I'm a semi truck. Big difference. Just so you guys know, Bikini Shark came out in 2025 on Real Good. It only has 6 ratings, but it has a 50 out of 100, and it is currently available on
Not that
Prime
bad.
Video.
That is not
my
that bad, man.
It's really not. Actually, it's on Tubi. So
Oh, I know what we're doing.
tonight.
let me look up if my thing will let me scroll to the top. My computer freezes every time I. It's probably just because it's such an awesome. It's too much awesomeness. Also, every time I Google or look something up on this website, Real Good, I learn about a new streaming service. Have you guys heard of Fawsome? It's like the word awesome, but with an F in front of it.
What does
No.
that stand for?
I don't. It's apparently playing there
Fucking
too.
awesome.
It is. It's 71 minutes.
You know how long that 71 minutes is gonna feel. You know how like
Probably a little bit more than 70 minutes.
Jesus. I swear, how long was Bikini Hackers? Like
Well,
that thing has
I'm looking it up right now because
slowed time down. longer than
66
that
minutes. But yeah, dude, it makes Return of the King feel like a fucking 30-second ad.
I would watch Return of the King 100 times over that 66 minutes.
You know how people say, like, when you meet the love of your life, time stands still? That, and if you watch Bikini Hackers.
Bikini.
I think I must have been
Which
checking
might be the
time.
same thing.
Yeah, that's true. I think I might have been I must have checked the time log like probably every 4 or 5 minutes, and I was in shock. I had to watch it in 3 settings, and it's 66 minutes long. And it wasn't because I had stuff.
Not a compliment.
No, it's not. And it wasn't because I had stuff to do. It was because, like, I couldn't bite off more than that in a setting. It was too much. All I'll say before we let the people go, make smart decisions at the barbershop when you get your haircut. We're not doing any Nike swooshes in the side of the head, especially if you're over the age of 8. And weird hair dyes, like, unless you're in a K-pop band, let's just kind of avoid those, all right? We're past those days. And frosted tips, I mean, maybe they'll come back someday, but we're not in that period right now. So just
We're not there yet.
Right. And yes, hair grows back, but for at least a few weeks, people are going to have to look at that. Even
Grows
if people
back most of the time, doesn't always.
That's true. Yeah, there will be a day where you get your last haircut. That's pretty ominous and dark, but that's what I want to leave you guys with. All right, for the mad scientist, Brian Banner, and our legal counsel, Ronnie Cycli, I'm the mayor, Jeff Hornacek, and we are the Bro Force Squad podcast. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. Be sure to follow us on all the socials at Bro Force Squad. And if you type in Bro Force Squad as 3 separate words on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere you find your podcasts, you'll find us. Also, check out our website for everything we've posted in our top 100 list at broforcesquad.com. Till next time, why don't you get over to the right lane? That way we don't have to scream at you. Actually, we kind of want to scream at you.
All right, guys. Hopefully Abby feels better.